The traditional Chinese martial arts have deteriorated quite a lot, and many students have never learned the applications of the moves in their forms. So, what are these? Knee strikes or takedowns? What's up, everybody? This is Vincent Zeng, the Wandering Warrior, and today we're going to look at four different moves. The first one is to pull and lift the knee, like we see in Gong Li Chun. Now, the second one is to twist and lift the knee. I believe I saw this in a Hui boxing form. Maybe it was from Tachun. And number three is circling arms and lifting the knee. And number four is separating the arms and lifting the knee. Now, I learned both of these in 7-star Mantis Boxing, Qi Xing Tang Lang Chun, but I believe they're also in other northern Chinese boxing arts, such as Shaolin Chun. All right, guys, I want everybody to stand up and try these movements out. Pulling and lifting the knee, twisting, circling, separating and lifting the knee. I want you to try it and see how it feels. See if you can guess what these moves really are. And you may already know, in which case, stay tuned for my assessment. All right, so this first one, pull and lift the knee. Personally, I believe that this is a knee strike. Whether you are already grabbing a hold of somebody's clothing or they are throwing something like an overhand right punch and you're blocking it, defending, snapping down, and using your knee strike, I believe that this knee strike is aimed for the floater ribs or for the liver for a potential quote-unquote TKO or incapacitory strike, and to be followed up with a combo. All right, now number two, twist and lift the knee. Now, depending on where you grab and your positioning, I could see this one being a knee strike. So rather than twisting and, say, tripping the foot and sweeping them, I could twist and knee them in the solar plexus or in the ribs or the stomach. It works just fine in the same tactical slot as sweeping somebody. It's pretty slick. However, that said, let's explore the feasibility of it being a hooking leg takedown. Well, it is actually quite feasible as well, especially if I grab the belt. I feel very comfortable twisting the posture of my opponent, in this case my training partner, Meng Mao, and cranking their posture so that I can easily imbalance them, take out that leg, and throw them down.
If I was grabbing the belt, so again, this right? Maybe you try to grab me. And I'm here. And I turn. So is it a knee or is it a contact? That one, I guess, could be either. If I'm up here, I'm probably more likely to move. But if I'm down here, I'm more likely to move. That one, I feel like can go either way, right? It's the same thing as far as just emotion. It just depends on whether you're going out or you're going. Assumption with this type. Whereas this one, I don't know if it's that more weak or I just know that this comes up there. And it could be a knee or it could be a
All right, so number three is circling the arms and lifting the knee. Now, there are many people who explain this as a lower block, an upper block, and a knee strike. Sometimes that knee strike could actually be a kick, like a snap kick. I don't buy it. I think it's very clunky to block a low kick, block a high punch, and then knee or snap kick the groin in that type of way. I don't think that is necessarily the best application of this movement. Based on the energetics of the movement, I think the original intention is a takedown, where you're cranking their body, ruining their posture. The upper arm is pushing their head and shoulder one way, while the lower arm is crunching their waist and lower back the other way, twisting and breaking their posture, unbalancing them, and then hooking the leg.
So if the body's a certain way, I'm gonna angle this more. But if it's just dead on, then I just gotta create that fold in the body. Yeah. And just but you can see how this is one that works really well off striking where you're not holding and pushing against me, right? Whereas if I can just whereas set up in back wrestling.
Okay, now number 4 is separating the arms and lifting the knee. Some people do it as some kind of block, and knee. Some people do it as paring the arms down and then uppercut and knee.
Or some people say it's like always pushing overhand right, come over at the same time. I don't really buy that. I'm not saying you can't knee from there. That doesn't seem to be perfect.
There's also another variation we can consider, which is blocking overhand right, suppressing it, framing against the neck, and then launching a knee. I could see some level of validity, but I think some of them are a bit more dubious than others in terms of practicality. So in my experience, utilizing this movement, and of course in my opinion, given the context of Chinese martial arts, given the fact that most of these people wore clothing, I think this actually comes from a clothing clinch situation where you need to defend yourself against being grabbed and thrown, grabbed and punched, grabbed and kneed, whatever the case might be. And you need a swift way to throw the guy to the ground. Notice how I pull to keep his wrists and hands in place while I jam his elbows and compromise his upper body structure. This also shifts his weight to allow him to be easier to throw down. Let's see this again.
So instead, it's more like I technically could block something, hit boom, or I could bang, bang, or I guess I could go both at the same time. That makes a lot of sense. But it makes a lot of sense if you're grabbing me, knee me and stuff, that I lock you down, way down so you can't knee, so you break your posture, just lift you a little, and boom.
Here, my partner Meng is making an interesting observation. He said, not only does that move work, that move can also help you defend or check a knee that's incoming, and after you've blocked it with your own knee, topple them over. Okay, first off, thank you so much to my partner Meng for allowing me to explore, demonstrate, and record this content for you guys on YouTube. If you guys have any particular comments or questions, make sure you write them down below. Thank you guys for joining me on my journey. I salute yours. Peace.